Watson.
Here.
Parker.
Here.
Pulis.
Here.
Healy.
Here.
And Mayor Tomes.
Here. Can we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? And a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If we could remain standing for a moment of silence as we honor the memory of the 2,977 people who died on September 11th, 2001. Excuse me. Thank you very much.
It's the same thing.
A signature or two. All right. We have a couple that signed up. It looks like one, though. Virgil. Signed up one, but two topics. Still only get 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Yes.
Virgil Mayberry, Rock Island, Illinois. I'm here on two different subjects. The first is Longview Park. Okay, unless a person's been living in a cave, we know what happened in tennis, the 50th year anniversary of tennis in New York. Our tennis court at Longview Park, I don't know about the other parks, but it was brought to my attention that that tennis park has not been operable all year. I know it's the park board's job to do it. I'd like to know why not. There's weeds growing in the tennis court, and there's no net at the tennis court. Can anyone answer that question for me?
No, you'll have to speak with John Grip, and he can talk to you afterwards or on the side.
Okay,
He can
John,
work with
you've
you.
got my number. Call me, okay? The other issue is on 22nd Avenue, where I live, and the understanding I have is the only continuous block in Rock Island that has no sidewalks on either side, and on the one side has no alleys. At times, we have 30 kids playing. Where do they play at? Anybody have any idea?
In the street.
In the street. They get their chalk and play out there. This is not the first time I've came here. As you know, I sat where Randy Hurt was at. I brought it up some years ago. I was told at that time they could not put speed bumps down because the drivers would tear up the plows in the wintertime. I talked to the union drivers. That's not true. I ain't calling nobody a liar, but a liar's a liar. They go to competition, and they win in competition as far as the levers, as far as raising these things up, these plows. So there's no reason that I can see why we don't have speed bumps on 22nd Avenue. I'm not asking for any of the other, for somebody to run out and look at every block in Rock Island. I don't live in every block. We have sometimes as many as 30 kids playing in the street. And these are little kids. Do you want some of them ran over, killed, put in a wheelchair? I don't. I don't have any kids. I don't have any grandkids on that block. But they are there, and they're going to do what little kids do. So I would like for Public Works to look into that as far as putting, we need at least, from my guesstimation, 2 speed bumps between 5th Street and 9th Street on 22nd Avenue.
Thank you.
Anyone have questions of me?
Nope.
That's unbelievable. Point of information, tomorrow from 4:30 to 6, we've got a brand new school administration building that will be open up for tours tomorrow. Please try to come out and look at what we, Rock Island, have. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Okay, that's all that's signed up. I also want to make notation that we are pulling item 14B off the agenda. 14B will be pulled. We are then on item number 6.
Minutes of the August 28th study session and regular council meeting.
Move to approve the minutes as printed.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. Item 7.
Minutes of the August 14th, 2023 and August 28th, 2023 closed sessions.
Motion to approve the closed session minutes.
You want to second it?
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. Item number 8.
Awards and honor presentations. The first presentation is the presentation of the Citizen of the Year Award to Reverend Don Johnson.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sarah Hayden, the city's Community Engagement Manager. Tonight, we are presenting the 2023 Rock Island Citizen of the Year Award for the category of Professional. Each year, people in the community have an opportunity to submit a nomination for those who have made selfless contributions of service to the city and its residents. 8 categories were recognized: individual, youth, education, professional, city employee, veteran, organization, church or nonprofit, and business. This year marks the 36th annual awards, recognizing these individuals and organizations that have made a positive difference in the Rock Island community. And here with us tonight is Reverend Donald Johnson, this year's award recipient for the category of Professional. Words about you and the person who nominated you. Okay. Reverend Donald Johnson is the organizer of Destiny Baptist Church. Reverend Johnson also has served as chaplain for the Rock Island Police Department for more than 20 years. He serves the community through faith and fellowship and volunteers his time working with at-risk youth. Reverend Johnson was nominated by the Reverend Jacqueline Wells, who wrote, Reverend Johnson promotes citizenship and hard work as an example for everyone. He holds classes in the community. He teaches Black history and Bible studies while teaching children how to be respectful. He has also gone out in the middle of the night at times to confront and encourage wayward youth to go home before situations escalate. Reverend Johnson also leads by example on how to provide for the community by teaching residents to tend to the various community garden lots. Through this work, others learn how to provide nourishment and charitable giving through harvest and distribution. Reverend Johnson is the type of community leader and professional we are lucky to have in Rock Island. Yep, I think so.
No, you're never sure.
It does?
Yes.
Dave also wears Cubs suit jackets. Texted him today, this is what I texted him. But I'm gonna miss you tonight, buddy. I put a picture of him with his Cubs. Miss you tonight, buddy.
Not a sermon.
This is the protective.
If it is, you can pass the plate.
City Manager, Council, Ms. Hayden, and Ms. Chappell. It is an honor to be named among the several chosen outstanding citizens of Rock Island. I want to thank Dr. Jacqueline Walls for the nomination, as also I want to thank my wife, Rhonda Jean, and the members of Destiny Baptist Church who pray for me and who bless me to be their pastor. So I just want to say thank you. It's a great honor, and I appreciate the opportunity to serve the city of Rock Island. Thank you.
Very good. 8B.
Proclamation declaring Hispanic Heritage Month in the city of Rock Island from Friday, September 15th, 2023 to Sunday, October 15th, 2023. Whereas the Quad Cities Hispanic Chamber of Commerce strives to support, promote, enhance the growth and success of local businesses and to leverage the assets, contributions, and unique Hispanic culture identity to generate new business. And whereas the diverse Hispanic community has continued to build viable partners with the Quad Cities to build relationships with Hispanic entrepreneurs who are willing to take a chance, just has been part of the rich history of the United States with immigrants from previous generations. And whereas during National Hispanic Heritage Month, the city of Rock Island recognizes the contributions made by and the importance of the presence of Hispanic and Latino Americans in the United States. And whereas the city of Rock Island does recognize, honor, and thank the courage of those who went from Hispanic immigrant to defender of this great country of ours, and to those who were killed, missing in action, prisoners of war, and to those who are emotionally, mentally, or physically scarred, and those who are able to return home safely. And whereas today 62.1 million people in America are the Hispanic or Latino origin, we in the city of Rock Island would like to celebrate the Hispanic culture in Rock Island.
Now therefore, I, Mike Tomes, Mayor of the City of Rock Island, do hereby honor and congratulate Hispanic Heritage Month. This date, 11 September 2023.
Two people.
There's two people, there's some people here. Here we go.
Lori and Trish.
Hi, I'm Trish Burnett. I'm a board member of the Greater Quad City Chamber of Commerce, and thank you all so much for this declaration and helping us celebrate and honor Hispanic Heritage Month. We have a lot of community events going on, and I've also joined tonight with,
I'm Tori Smith, and I'm also a member of the board.
and we are doing many community events to celebrate and honor both our workforce and our small Hispanic business owners, so we appreciate this acknowledgement on their behalf. Thank you.
Thank you. You want to come up? Ready to go? 8C.
Proclamation declaring September 2023 is Sarcoidosis Awareness Month in the city of Rock Island. Carol Miller, here she is. Come on up. Whereas sarcoidosis is a disease that affects many of our fellow citizens in chronic, debilitating ways, and it is potentially a fatal inflammatory disease that can appear in almost any organ in the body and can strike people of all races and ages. And whereas while some progress has been made in understanding the symptoms and better diagnosing the disease, the cause remains undermined and very little is known about the true burden of the illness. And whereas every person, regardless of age, sex, or race, deserves community support through the Raising Awareness, Cause and Effect, or RACE, which brings to light the need for more research, funding, and education for the medical professionals in their battle to eliminate this disease.
Now therefore, I, Mike Tomes, Mayor of the City of Rock Island, do hereby proclaim the month of September 2023 as Sarcoidosis.
Close enough.
I apologize. Awareness Month in the City of Rock Island, Illinois, to call upon our citizens to recognize the victims of sarcoidosis, who demonstrate great courage in their efforts to cope with the disease, and urge everyone to help to improve awareness, support, and treatment for its victims. This date, September 21st. You wish to say something? Go for it.
I want to thank you, Mayor Tomes, and the council for helping me acknowledge and spreading awareness about the disease sarcoidosis, Sarc for short. We call ourselves Sarkies. Sarcoidosis is an autoimmune inflammatory disease. There's no cure for it.
and it affects every organ in the body. It doesn't discriminate. It isn't hereditary, but on my family, on both sides, my mom and dad's side, my family members have passed from sarcoidosis. Where I work at St. Anthony's, starting September the 21st, will be my first sarcoidosis support group meeting, which will be a meet and greet at 6:30 at St. Anthony's. At this time, I just want to thank you for acknowledging sarcoidosis.
Oh. Item number 9, Rock Island update. Couple items. Come shine a light this Wednesday at Lincoln Park. The Lighted Lantern Festival and Party in the Park is Wednesday from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. in Lincoln Park. A parade of homemade lanterns will march through the park as part of the library's 105th anniversary. This vintage lantern parade will wrap up the free party in the park. Enjoy free hot dogs, popcorn, Kona ice, and bouncy house, face painting, balloon animals, music, and more entertainment for people of all ages. Enjoy free concerts in Strebert Riverfront Park. Thursday Night Groove continues this week with the 80s retro band Class of 82. The fun begins at 6 p.m. with concessions from Happy Joe's Pizza and Bent River Brewery. The band starts playing at 7 p.m. Each concert is free and fun for all ages. Rock Island Park and Recreation is bringing a new fall shopping experience to the riverfront. Revive Rock Island Fall Market Fest will be held Sunday, September 17th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Admission is free. More than 20 unique vendors from around Rock Island and beyond will come together for a day full of shopping for items such as homemade crafts and goods, vintage wares, gifts, candles, soaps, sweets, jewelry, and much, much more. Concessions will be available from the Parks Department, Cool Beans, and Bent River Brewery. And finally, the city would like to thank all of those who volunteered their time to make the Labor Day Parade such a success, including committee chairwoman Mary Chappell, the other parade committee members, numerous volunteers, and more than 120 parade floats and entries. We look forward to the 40th annual parade next year. And that concludes that. Item number 10.
A special ordinance regarding a request from Eugene Malcolm, 3752 12th Street, to install a handicap parking space in front of his home, second reading.
Motion to pass the ordinance.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Swanson. Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hurt.
Aye.
And Gilbert.
Aye.
Item 10B.
A special ordinance to ban parking on the west side of 22nd Street, 25 feet north and 25 feet south of the center line of the alley between 6th and 7th Avenue, second reading.
Move to pass the ordinance.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson. Hertz,
Aye.
and Gilbert.
Aye.
Item 10C.
A special ordinance to ban parking on the south side of 22nd Avenue 25 feet east and 25 feet west of the center line of the alley between 39th and 40th Street, second reading.
Motion to pass the ordinance.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
And Gilbert.
Aye.
Item 10D.
A special ordinance regarding a request from Kathleen Dennison to place 2 residential parking spaces on the south side of 6th Avenue across the street from her home, second reading.
Move to pass the ordinance.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
And Gilbert.
Aye.
Item 12E.
A new ordinance regarding mobile food units, or MFUs, second reading.
Motion to pass the ordinance.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
And Gilbert.
Aye.
Item 12F.
An ordinance regarding demolition standards in the city of Rock Island, second reading.
Move to pass the ordinance.
Second. Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
And Gilbert.
Aye.
Item number 11.
Consent agenda items A through I.
Move to approve consent agenda items A through I.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
And Gilbert.
Aye.
Item number 12.
A, claims, report from the Public Works Department regarding payment in the amount of $11,990.61 to McClintock Trucking and Excavating of Silvis, Illinois for an emergency sewer main repair at 3011 25th Avenue.
Move to approve the claim.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion?
Due to the nature of my employment, I need to recuse myself from this vote.
Roll call.
Alderperson Swanson.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
And Gilbert.
Aye.
Item 13.
Purchases. A, report from the Public Works Department regarding payment in the amount of $16,574.28 to Bonnell Industries of Dixon, Illinois for the purchase of a replacement single-axle dump truck body.
Motion to approve the purchase as recommended.
Second. Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
And Gilbert.
Aye.
Item 14A.
Contracts. Report from the Police Department regarding an amendment to the existing Intergovernmental Support Agreement, or IGSA, with United States Government and Rock Island Arsenal.
Move to approve the amendment as recommended and authorize the mayor to execute the agreement subject to minor attorney modifications.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
And Gilbert.
Aye.
Item number 14C.
Report from the Martin Luther King Jr. Center regarding bids for the MLK Center Steam Lab, recommending the bid be awarded to Daxon Construction of Eldridge, Iowa, in the amount of $26,425.
Motion to approve the bid award as recommended, and authorize the city manager to execute the contract documents.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
And Gilbert.
Aye.
Item 15, A through C.
A, report from the Finance Department regarding an adjustment to the CY 2023 budget, increasing the library fund revenue and expenditures by $3,635. B, report from the Finance Department regarding an adjustment to the CY 2023 budget, increasing the general fund 101 expenditure budget by $79,379.67. C, report from the Finance Department regarding an adjustment to the CY 2023 budget, increasing MLK Activity Fund 901 expenditures by $100,000.
Move to approve budget adjustments A through C.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
I would just like to make a comment.
Yes.
I'd like to acknowledge and thank Heidi Camp Collins for her very generous donations to enable the city to have a STEAM lab at MLK Center.
Very good.
Second.
Well deserved, yes. Great
Amazing.
individual. Great individual. Roll call.
Alderperson Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
And Gilbert.
Aye.
Item number 16.
A, report from the Public Works Department recommending certain items be declared as surplus and that permission be given to dispose of these surplus items in a manner that will be advantageous to the city.
Move to approve the request as recommended.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
And Gilbert.
Aye.
Item 17A.
Report from the Traffic Engineering Committee regarding a request from the Rock Island Academy, 930 14th Street, to change traffic flow and parking, first reading.
Move to table the item until September 25th meeting.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
No discussion on a motion to table.
You're right. Thank you. Roll call.
Alderperson Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
And Gilbert.
Aye.
Item 17B.
Report from the Traffic and Engineering Committee regarding a request from the First Financial Group to remove the handicap parking space at 2024 33rd Street, first reading.
Move to consider the ordinance.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
And Gilbert.
Aye.
Item 18A.
Report from the Mayor's Office regarding an appointment to the Human Rights Commission and appointments to the Inspections Commission.
Motion to approve the appointments as recommended.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
And Gilbert.
Aye.
Item 19A.
Report from the City Clerk's Office regarding a request from Deb Coonsey with Friends of Hauberg Civic Center to close the north entrance of 24th Street on Saturday, October 14th, 2023, from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. to ensure pedestrian safety and to allow for the permission of outdoor sale and consumption of alcohol as part of their Oktoberfest event.
Move to approve the street closing request as recommended and allow for the outdoor sale of alcohol, subject to being closed down early if complaints are received.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
And Gilbert.
Aye.
19B.
Report from the City Clerk's Office regarding a request from Penny Steen, owner of Skellington Manor, to close the southern half of 18th Street, 4th to 5th Avenues on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays from 5 p.m. to 2 a.m., spanning the dates of September 29th through October 29th as part of their haunted house attraction.
Move to approve the street closing request as recommended.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderperson Swanson.
Aye.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Healy.
Aye.
Robinson.
Aye.
Hertz.
Aye.
And Gilbert.
Aye.
Item number 20. Other business. Again for the cause.
I do. So in Ward 4, you all remember in April, we had that lovely tornado that came through. And there's still cleanup going on, but I do want to thank Public Works for stepping up on some of the late coming complaints that are happening and for fixing roads and just doing all of that. I think that hopefully by the time the snow flies, people will have their roofs fixed and everything will be a little bit more pulled together, but thank you for that.
I know it was a busy week. There were a lot of things going on this week, if you didn't see, but Skeleton Key, for example, celebrating their 10th anniversary. Market down there. They had a real good turnout down there. There looked a lot of people when I was down there. Farmers Market, Sugar Park, celebrated their second anniversary. Once again, it was a good turnout, a lot of good people down there. Knights of Columbus.
Knights of Columbus.
Yesterday, I guess it was yesterday.
Yes.
It all blends together. Yesterday, honored a police officer and a fireman. It was a wonderful event. Trying to think if I missed anything, but.
Could we have the chiefs come up and at least acknowledge them publicly?
If they wish to, yeah.
Sorry, chief.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
The 2023 Officer of the Year was Detective Brett Buchan.
And Firefighter of the Year was Brennan Kennedy.
Thank you, and thank them for their service, please.
And I know there's coming up, there's some events. We got the Rock Island Milan School District Administration Building, grand opening ribbon cutting coming up this week. Tomorrow? Mhm. So there's more things happening.
Did you mention the Greek Fest? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah,
Mention the Greek Fest.
That's
This- 15th?
This weekend.
Yep,
15th,
Friday,
that's
Saturday.
correct. I believe it's the 15th and 16th.
Saturday.
So Friday from 4 to 11 and Saturday 11 to 11. I just put it on my
There you go.
calendar today. And then also on a fun, positive note, we had one of the newer riverboats dock over in Davenport yesterday, and they were saying that the top attraction visits, destinations that people are going is the Hauberg Estate and the Quad City Botanical Gardens. Those are two of the top destinations that people on the boats want to go. So that's really great.
It is. There's been quite a few, both American Cruise Line and Viking, but American's got several, a few more coming in than Viking, but I saw the Viking boat there the other day too, so bringing a lot of people to Quad Cities, a lot of tourism.
Mr. Bartels, can you come up to the podium and provide the council and the public with an update on a potential speed bump policy, seeing as how Mr. Mayberry brought it up during public comment?
Yes, so we have been working on a speed hump policy, not bump.
Thank.
The hump it's wider and not as high as a bump, so it's more gradual, which would allow our plows to not have to raise our plows going over that. So that's the difference between the hump and the bump. Bumps are a
Humpty
hazard
hump.
to our
You
plows.
sound like Dr.
I know,
Seuss.
this is getting, but it was discussed at Traffic Engineering Committee today, the application process, so that's approved. We'll be bringing that back to the council for discussion and hopefully approval at the next meeting in September. So essentially, residents can apply to have speed humps put in their neighborhood as long as it qualifies per the criteria that we have put in place. And again, it's meant to slow down traffic, pedestrian safety. It hit all of the marks that everybody was wanting to see, and that was discussed tonight. So some of the streets that would be, secondary streets, collector streets that are cut-throughs to more major streets, those would be of the top focus when we first started implementing the project. And then we can branch out from there. There is an application fee that we're recommending of $100 due to, just so that we don't get inundated with requests. There's a real cost with putting speed humps in. It involves obviously removing concrete, putting in a raised concrete. So there'll be, $3,000 to $5,000 approximately for each area that we do. So we want to make sure people are serious about applying for the work to be completed. So we've also done fees with our sign memorial because they have to put the signs up, labor costs for our employees. So, but I think it's good. City of Davenport, we more or less replicated their policy. We changed a few things to make it fit better in Rock Island, but they've had great success in the City of Davenport, and I think we will too. So we're looking at budgeting around $50,000 to $60,000 each year for this program and see where it goes from there. But that'll be our initial investment.
I know, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, so do you think this will work better than the stop sign on 20.5 Avenue that everybody just blows through,
I don't know.
going westward?
I hope so. I mean, people come immune to signs, right? Like you drive by them every day, even if they're flashing in front of your face, they don't. If somebody's not right there pulling them over at that exact time, it's probably not going to work. But if you have to slow down and go over a bump that may possibly damage a car, or that, I mean, City of Davenport has criteria, and they've been evaluating this for several years, and it has worked well. So I would say that it will work.
Yeah, 90 to 95%, they just blow through that stuff.
I know that in Iowa City, around the university, they have the speed humps, and it seems to be doing a pretty good job with the traffic flow in that area when I've been up there. So, I mean, I'm excited to see that as opposed to the speed bump, which, you know, it's just another way to remove the bottom of somebody's car.
Yeah.
So I think that'd be a great idea.
Thing to remember is we probably will get a big influx of applications at first, and so we're only budgeting a certain amount of dollars, and so we can't do everyone at one time. Just remember that. And on the application, it does request or require the alderman's approval. That's part of the application process. So you will be notified if someone's applying for one.
And you stated that it's a $100 fee to submit the application?
That's correct.
Non-refundable?
No, it wouldn't be refundable, because we're gonna have, you know, like I said, $3,000 to $5,000 in putting these in, and so, again, we feel like it'll help limit some of those that wouldn't necessarily apply for it otherwise.
Mike, how do you anticipate, prioritizing, you know, since you're gonna have a huge influx of these? I mean, do you have a certain criteria established, or I'm assuming you guys will go out and look at it?
Yes, staff has at least 3 locations that we want to roll out on our own, and then we'll branch out to the requests that we receive. Part of the criteria that's in place outside of the application will help determine that process. So it has to hit those, like the minimum car traffic a day has to be 300 cars. So if you don't have 300 cars going by your home a day, that generally will eliminate you from applying. The city of Davenport is 500, so we reduced that down some to be able to roll these out in more residential areas. But 300 cars a day in a residential area, that's a lot of cars. So.
So how will we get those numbers? Are you doing traffic counts or something?
Yep, that again, and then there's the additional cost. We'll have our engineering department go out and evaluate. A lot of that is already available as far as street, average daily traffic on the areas that are being requested. But yeah, there'll be a review process through our engineering department.
So I do have one other question. Do anyone have anything else on this? 18th Avenue and 9th Street, going west, that stop sign is hard to see when the sun is setting.
Okay.
So some of the residents contacted me and asked if we can do the blinking stop sign. Is that an option with the solar?
Yeah, that is an option. I can get some costs for that and see.
Okay.
I haven't seen what the costs are for those, but I have seen them around, and they do work.
Okay, thank you.
There's nothing else. I entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
I thought we was going.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?